now listening to the Zay Moore Podcast.
I want to know what Zay thinks
There's a
about
few
that.
things that we got to address.
Black people got the swag. Black people set the trends. We are the culture. We got a reality star for our president. It's insane. Even if they try to erase black history out of schools, it's not going to erase black history. Because we've been here. Kendrick Lamar definitely beat Drake in that battle. Hands down. At the end of the day, I'm going to keep it real with my people. Because if we don't keep it real with each other, who will?
What is going on, everybody? This is your boy Zay Moore, and I want to welcome you back to a brand new episode of the Zay Moore Podcast. Today is July 28th, and we got some things to talk about. We definitely do. This is episode 11, by the way. Episode 1-1. Love that number. Has a lot of meaning behind it. Look it up. But I do want to remind y'all before we get into the show that if you're not following me on Instagram at the @ZayFiles_ or the Zay Moore Podcast on Instagram, then you're missing out. Because you're missing out on all the fun details when I'm going to be in your city, when I'm doing interviews on camera, all that good stuff. So you want to make sure you're following and also subscribe so you don't miss when a new episode is posted. Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, anywhere DSPs are available. The Zay Moore Podcast is there for you. All right? So today we got 3 topics to talk about. There is an outbreak in New York that I need to let my people know about. You feel me? I love New York. Like, I love food, you feel me? So I love my people. I got to make sure y'all safe. So this Legionaires outbreak, we're going to talk about that, tell you what you need to do to stay safe. We're also going to get into the unfortunate incident that happened in Michigan at Walmart. Guy went crazy, started stabbing a whole bunch of people. Why? Who knows? We're going to cover the story, though. We're also going to, on a lighter note, we're going to touch on the DC3 reunion. Destiny's Child did come together for Beyonce's last Cowboy Carter show in in Vegas. It was in Las Vegas. And, everybody went crazy. It just, nostalgia feels all over. Love Destiny's Child. So we're going to cover those 3 topics, start unpacking, and, see what's going on. Y'all ready? All right. So let's get to it. As of July 27th, 2025, the New York City Department of Health confirmed 5 cases of Legionnaires disease in central Harlem, prompting an immediate public health investigation. No fatalities have been reported so far. However, symptoms resemble a serious pneumonia and can escalate quickly if untreated. It is caused by inhaling water vapor contaminated with the bacteria, commonly found in cooling towers, plumbing systems, hot tubs, humidifiers, and large building AC systems. It is not contagious, to note, meaning it cannot be passed from person to person. It is only, caught if you inhale it. Symptoms that you want to watch out for, which typically appear within 2 to 10 days after exposure, include fever, chills, headache, muscle aches, cough, shortness of breath, chest pain, sometimes nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, and confusion. That sounds like one of those medicine commercials where they be like, yeah, try this today, but it may cause death. Hearing aid, you may end up in a wheelchair. Like, why would I want to do it if it causes all of this shit? But anyway, risk factors and treatment. Those at highest risk include individuals over 50, smokers, or people with chronic lung conditions. Treatment involves antibiotics and hospitalization in severe cases. Early diagnosis improves outcome. City officials are actively investigating these zip codes, y'all. So listen up. 10027, 10030, 10035, and 10037. Residents with flu-like symptoms, especially prolonged fever or persistent cough, are urged to seek medical attention promptly. Yeah, so that is that. And yeah, guys, pay attention, especially if you're in those zip codes. That is crazy because you could just be taking a shower, hot shower, not even thinking of it, and you just inhaling a disease called, what is it called? Legionaria? That should sound crazy. But yeah, make sure that if you're in those zip codes, your plumbing, your water system, that's something that you might want to double check on. Again, it's not contagious. So if you got somebody near you with it, don't run, try to show them some affection. You feel me? But stay safe out there, y'all. Check your water. All right, next up. We're going to move on to the incident that happened in Michigan. Saturday, July 26th, around 4:43 p.m. local time. A 42-year-old man, later identified as Bradford James Gilly, began randomly stabbing shoppers inside a Walmart in Traverse City, Michigan. I want to go ahead and switch really quick to ABC News. Y'all go ahead and get a gist of what happened, what's going on, and then we'll come back with the rest of the details and commentary.
The suspect in that mass stabbing at a Michigan Walmart is in custody tonight and facing terrorism charges. Authorities say the attack was sudden and random. ABC's Rena Roy has the latest on the investigation and some new video that's emerged.
A community is reeling following a stabbing at a Walmart in Traverse City, Michigan, north of Grand Rapids. At least 11 people stabbed in what authorities are calling a random attack.
I need units inside Walmart, got multiple victims.
New video released shows bystanders confronting the alleged suspect outside the store.
Throw the knife that way! Throw it away! Throw it away!
A man pointing a gun at the alleged suspect. Another man demanding he drop the knife, the camera then quickly panning to one of the victims. Officials say the attack erupted near the checkout area. The suspect, a 42-year-old male and Michigan resident. No motive has been determined.
The suspect, who has been identified as 42-year-old Bradford James Gilly of Afton, Michigan, was arrested and transported to Grand Traverse County Jail, where he will remain pending formal charges and arraignment.
Julia Martell was inside the Walmart.
I heard screaming and I went towards the screaming and I saw the guy with the knife shove somebody. And after he shoved him, he was headed in my direction. I was right there. I saw the knife, but I got out of his way in time. And it seemed like all of the people who got stabbed and got attacked were people who couldn't physically get out of his way, like people in wheelchairs.
Authorities say there were no predetermined victims. Walmart releasing a statement saying violence like this is unacceptable and will continue working closely with law enforcement during their investigation. Michigan's governor adding their thoughts are with the victims and the community. Rena Roy, ABC News, New York.
Yeah, to elaborate on the story, he struck 11 people, 5 men and 6 women aged between 21 and 84, including one store employee. 5 victims were in serious condition and 6 in critical, though all are expected to survive. So definitely glad to hear that. The attack lasted approximately 35 minutes after the suspect entered around 4:10 p.m. using a folding knife with a 3.5-inch blade. The situation was brought to an end when Marine veteran Derek Perry, shout out to Derek, and a few other brave bystanders confronted the attacker in the parking lot. Perry held the suspect at gunpoint and ordered him to drop the weapon. That's what we heard in the audio from ABC News, until police arrived minutes later. Authorities are treating it as a potential terrorism case, with Gilly facing 11 counts of assault and intent to murder. Plus terrorism charges. If convicted, he could face life imprisonment. Both Walmart and local officials condemned the violence and expressed gratitude towards first responders and the public for their swift action. So yeah, we definitely want to give it up to Derek Perry and the brave people who stepped in, right? Because, you know, speaking from a New York point, you know, a lot of times, you know, we're trained to just mind off. It's so much going on in the world, right? You just kind of go, just minding your business. I've literally seen videos of people just like walking past fights or just like walking past things like nothing happened. So definitely shout out to Derek Perry and everyone else who jumped in to assist, because obviously, you know, this man was out of his mind. Again, right, they don't really know why he did it, so they're just treating it as a terrorism attack, I'm assuming, based on the amount of victims and, you know, just with right now the lack of information, right? They're just kind of, I guess, trying to get everything under wraps, being that it just happened on Saturday. But I do wish all of the victims well. That's crazy, right? Just in victim shopping. Never thought, you know, that day you woke up that someone would come in with a 3.5-inch blade, you feel me, and just walk around stabbing people. It's insane. It's insane. You know, I hope everybody is acquainted with mental health awareness and therapy and how effective it is, because we got a lot of people out here just off of the rocker, just off of it. Yeah, man, but shout out to all of the victims. I hope everyone recovers well and, yeah, can get back to their family safely. Yes. So moving on to something a little bit more uplifting, lighthearted, right? Destiny's Child reunion at Beyonce's tour finale. Let's talk about it. So on the 26th of July, the final show of Beyonce's Cowboy Carter tour in Vegas, the original members of Destiny's Child, y'all, they got together, Kelly, Michelle, and Beyonce. They joined each other on stage. Social media went crazy. They performed Bootylicious, Lose My Breath, during the closing of the concert, which marked Beyonce's 32nd record-breaking show on tour, by the way. Highest-selling country tour from a female artist, I believe I read this morning. Y'all know those country conservatives are mad as hell. They mad as hell. But I want to give y'all a little taste of what happened on stage on the 26th. A lot of the audio was just a bunch of fans screaming in the background, so I picked the best audio clip I could find to give y'all a little inside feel of them coming together. So check out this little clip, and then I'll be right back. Bring the noise. Fire. Turn that shit up in your headphones and you will definitely feel it. Man, this was definitely one of the biggest music highlights of 2025 so far. It was just a delight, you feel me, to see them come together, especially in this industry. They love to put women, against each other. We've seen it time and time again. And Destiny's Child is one of those groups that have been able to just maintain their sisterhood and just kill shit, you feel me, together and individually. So to see them come back together, it was just great. It was great. And I hope we getting a new album, right? And I hope this means we're getting some new music. It's time, you feel me? Y'all looked great. You feel me? It was like y'all didn't miss a beat, you feel me? So give us at least one album, 11 songs. We'll be good. I promise. But shout out to Destiny's Child for creating that great cultural moment. Shout out to them. But yeah, boy, we made it to the end of the episode. I want to thank y'all so much for tuning into the Zay Moore Podcast. I want to remind y'all to follow me at the ZayFiles_ on Instagram, the Zay Moore Podcast on Instagram. Tomorrow, brand new episode will be up live, ready for y'all. Trump has responded to the whole Epstein files thing, claiming Epstein did something really bad a couple of years ago that made him disassociate himself, quote unquote. We're going to cover that and see if anybody's buying it. Of course, we'll have more topics and fun to have. I want to thank y'all again for tuning in. And remember, this is where it's at. All right? All right, y'all. Until next time. Peace.